My mom always loved plants. Like, we always have plants all around our house. My mom is an immigrant from El Salvador, so is my dad. And in El Salvador, it's very tropical. So I feel like, for the most part, a lot of immigrant people that come here to the US and live in like really dry areas like Southern California, they try to recreate their homes from what their homes look like back at home. Especially like here in South Central LA, if you drive down the street, you can always spot out who are the immigrant houses because they have so many plants. You know, like outside, they're like growing in their balcony, they're growing like crazy, they're like taking over their house. When I was a kid, I never really cared for them because I think I just didn't appreciate them like I do as an adult. And so as an adult, I was like, oh my God, I get it. I get why my mom has this fascination with plants. So the Plant Chica was born in 2018. I used to work in the medical field and I worked there for 10 years. I worked at UCLA and I worked long hours, so I would work 12-hour shifts. And I love my job. But then when I became a mom, I love being a mom so much more. And so I wanted to be home with him and I was like, what can I do with something that I love where I'm able to actually stay home with my son, because I felt like I was missing out on so much. And I thought, I always love plants, so why don't I try doing something with plants? And I started selling our plants just on corners. You know how people sell fruits and flowers? Well, that was us. Instead, I just had like a table with plants. And so I started selling plants on different corners, and then I also started selling plants online. The name came about, I just wanted to find something that I felt like I can relate to. And I wanted, obviously, the word plant in the name so people knew what we were doing. And Chica because, like I said, I'm Latina, and so I just wanted people to be like, oh, okay, she's Latina, like it represents me, who I am, and like my heritage. I try to honor my parents here by having so many tropical plants and plants that I saw these plants actually, you know, in El Salvador, and I'm like, that's so crazy. It feels so good to know that I sell something at our shop that grows in my parents' motherland. We actually host these things called the Adopt a Plant event, which is like something that we do for our community. And the reason why is, one, to give plants a second chance, right? Plants that aren't doing so great. And then two, just to give out free plants, because we believe that everyone should have access to plants. I was like, what can we do? Like, I don't want to throw the plants away because they don't deserve to just be tossed. You know, they're not bad plants. They just need a little bit of love. And so we just came up with Adopt a Plant. It was just something that we had too many of them and we needed help. And I'm like, we should just be giving them out for free. Like, we can't do anything with them. We can't sell them. A lot of the plants that we do offer are wish list plants, or like unicorn plants, plants that are harder to find. A lot of these plants honestly are not grown anywhere in the US. So a lot of these plants we fly to get, and then they all fly back with us. And a lot of people actually come in here and they're like, I've never seen this plant in person. To have my plant shop or my business in South Central LA, it's very important to me because I grew up here. And we didn't have a ton of plant resources in my neighborhood growing up. I didn't have this when I grew up, you know? And so that's why I'm very proud to have the space here, because I feel like now I can provide that. And for the kids who do live in this neighborhood now they have somewhere that's a greenhouse in their neighborhood. They don't have to go to a better neighborhood for a greenhouse. They can have it in their neighborhood. When we did start the Plant Chica, we did have a greenhouse, and people would actually come shop there, and it was in my parents' backyard. So I actually had a greenhouse in their backyard, and they would come shop there, and which was great. We also did like the Adopt a Plant events there, which was crazy because this is someone's house, you know, and like it would be so packed with people buying plants or for our events, you know, and they always open their doors to absolute strangers. I love that plants make us feel good about ourselves, and it helps with mental health. They make us happy. And by making us happy, we can be happy with other people, and we can love on other people. I mean, like, you put so much love into a plant, and the plant just grows because you're putting something into it.